It's time to speak up. Hello, everyone. My name is Vernisa, and this is our podcast, Speak Up. What's up, everyone? Jen will not be co-hosting with me today, but I do have an amazing host today that I'm going to introduce in a little bit. But for those of you that don't know, me and Jen are best friends. We create this podcast to use our voices to motivate people to overcome life's challenges through self-love and respect. Before we get started with our episode, a quick shout out to our amazing sponsors. Shout out to My Bar, located at 720 East Manchester, Inglewood, California. Get your nails, your lashes, your hair done. Ask for my. Tell them that Speak Up JV sent you. The Instagram is at nyy.bar. Also, a shout out to Be Actual Natural. Why settle for less? All their products created with you in mind for a goal to let your self love show through your self care. The chemical free hair and skin products are handmade, plant based, and free of fillers or preservatives. Treat yourself while taking care of yourself. Start your journey now at www.beactualnatural.com. The Instagram is at beactualnatural. So I am so excited for tonight's episode. I got a amazing co-host who's actually in the media herself. Um, y'all, y'all give it up for Tyler.
Hey y'all, how y'all doing?
Woo! How you doing, girl?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. Welcome to Speak Up JV.
Thank you for having me. I greatly appreciate it.
Yes, no problem. I love to have you up in here. Yes. This is gonna be a good episode.
Yes, I'm very excited.
Yes. So go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself and your brand.
So my name is Tyler Kimani. I am the creator and host of Eargazmic Media. Eargazmic Media is a media company that I started up about 5 years ago, where I interview up and coming creatives, entrepreneurs, musicians across like the LA area. So yeah, we're gearing up for season 3. We just started our Kickstarter campaign to get funds for that. But yeah, we're doing bigger and better things this year, so I'm very excited.
Oh, that's so exciting. Me and Tyler met at like all types of events. Like I just feel like I've always crossed paths with you like all the time, and your energy is just super super dope.
Oh, thank you.
We actually got the chance to interview you once. Jen actually interviewed you at an event, and I was like, yeah, we got to really get her on the show.
Yes, that was fun. I enjoyed that very much.
Yes, most definitely.
And shout out to Jen. I hope she's doing well and recovering well as well.
Hey, Bestie, if you listening, hey girl, we miss you up in here.
Girl.
Yeah, so we're gonna hold it down for you tonight. So where did the title Eargazmic Media come from?
Well, in college, I got the idea of starting my own blog. Like that was the era of like hot new hip hop and all that. Like, you going on there trying to see the hottest music and the mixtapes or whatnot. So I was like, let me start my own blog. And then Eargazmic is a play on the word orgasm. But I just wanted to like basically, it's like a play on the word orgasm. It's like honoring the woman as well, but it's also honoring music because Eargazmic, like the original logo was a little X-rated, but it's like
really? What was it? What was it?
It was a lady playing with herself and music notes coming from that.
Oh, that is so dope, actually.
So it's like an eargasm, like really? So that was the original logo. But we had to tone it down a little bit. But yeah, so it was like a play on words, and like our tagline is giving you that good stuff. So it was just like basically focus on like the good things of media and the good things, like good music and all of that. So that was where Eargazmic came from.
I love the title, by the way.
Thank you.
Like I love it. And actually our title for tonight is called Eargazmic Networking. So I'll get deeper into why it's titled that, but super dope, super creative. You don't meet a lot of people be using like the same type of stuff for their titles. Yeah. So Eargazmic, that definitely stood out to me, and I love the colors of the logo. Like,
thank you. Yeah, I chose purple because purple represents royalty and all that. So I was trying to be intentional with like the name, the colors, and everything, like to attract good energy and good vibes.
Yeah, and do you do all your designs yourself? I noticed, like, I don't know, I love how the videos start. Like...
No, shout outs to my videographer 1050. 1050 has been with me for about 3 years, but like. He knows my vision. Like I'll tell him, like I don't know what I'm trying to say, 1050, but like he'll do it. And he'll come with like some new stuff, like the logo, how it glows and like fades. And he did that for me. So shout out to 1050 because he really helps out a lot. Social media I do all the social media edits, but he does like the interview edits and like all that stuff.
Oh,
girl.
the interview. It looks good. It's all put together. I'm gonna say that.
Thank you.
So, what makes your platform stand out from other media platforms?
I think my platform stands out because well now we have like the whole set design and everything, so it's kind of like a late night talk show setup. I kind of want to set up like Wendy Williams or like Jimmy Fallon in a bit. It's like sort of a bit. So I think we stand out because our setup is like real professional, real sleek, real nice, and it gets like a talk show vibe. Like we have the interview part of the show, then we have the game part of the show, and then we have the live performance part of the show. And I think we stand out because we're always trying to focus on the creative's journey and the positive side of their journey or what they're trying to do instead of focusing on like the negative or like gossip and stuff. I feel like like the Shade Room and Baller Alert and all that, they do the clickbait and all that, which is no problem because I definitely be clicking on the clickbait for sure sometimes, like, oh, what happened? But I just wanted to have a media platform that focused on positive stories and really inspiring stories, and really just giving a light to those who don't always get a chance to get highlighted in mainstream media.
Oh, I love it. In mainstream media. Yeah, because let's be real, a lot of places in media, they focus on clout. Like, oh, who's popping at this moment? Like the big names we know. And that's all you see. You scroll, you just see those same 10 artists. So I actually like learned about different artists by scrolling through your stuff. I'm like, oh, this song, it's good that you're giving people a platform, because not everybody has it, and then the title goes with it.
Thank you. Yeah, so I always wanted, because I feel like a lot of people talk about LA, like, oh, we have like the same, this, that, and the third. When I personally feel like LA has like a lot of different artists. We have a big range of artists, and I know we love that specific LA sound, but there's a lot of artists that are just like stepping out of the box that are really killing it, that need a platform or need light shed on their music and their journey and whatnot. So I was like, I'm gonna be the one to do it. So it's fun to actually like be people's first interviews, and hearing them say like, oh, you were the first person that really like gave me a chance and like promoted my music. So it's very inspiring, and it helps me out because I feel like sometimes I be like, dang, am I doing enough? But them telling me that makes me know that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah, like I feel like everyone has to start somewhere, and they're gonna remember that, like when they career rise, it's like I was on Eargazmic, you know what I mean? And that's you making an impact because you've given that platform to people.
Yeah,
and you're a shining light out there, so it's like you're connecting more people with other people.
Exactly.
So I just want to give you your flowers on here on the mic. We don't do that enough. Give people their flowers for what they do, and you holding it down in LA.
Thank you.
And it's
I
shining
really
through.
Appreciate it.
Just want to say that. So, who was your favorite interview so far? You had to pick somebody right now off the top of your head.
Off the top of my head. Ooh, dang, that's a good one.
It doesn't be others or less or anything, but I just like someone.
Damn, I have so many good ones. Let's
name 3.
Damn. Okay, so I would say from this past season, I would say my favorite one. Ooh, that's a good one because I feel like they all did good. I think they all did like a great interview. I actually would say Munchie Madness, the cooking one, because I saw that. We had a little cooking show. Like I said, I wanted to bring like the late night talk show, the talk show vibe. So we have chefs come on and cook. Munchie Madness was our first chef. Shout outs to him. And we had like a Thanksgiving special. So he did like a little Thanksgiving meal on the show and like prepared lamb chops and all that. So that was really fun because that was something different. We never really did that. So I love that episode because it's different and I like cooking. I like food.
Hey, who don't? Woo.
I love food. But yeah, so that was a dope episode from this season. Previously, I would say my second favorite would probably be with Samantha Smith. She gave me a facial. I think that was another different episode when she was doing her esthetician work and everything. Yep. And another favorite will probably be, I'm trying to think of a favorite at the park. We had a lot of people at the park.
I love it. You got your hands dipped in different ones.
Yeah, like we had a lot of people pull up at the park. Let's see. Ooh, dang, I'm going back in my memory bank. I would say Left Field when it was like their first interview and it was like all of them except for like Mo and like 2 people. but I've been watching them grow for quite some time. I think I was their first interview, and like that was like 5 years ago. And since then, they have grown. So each and every one of them have grown individually. Like I love to see them grow. So that was probably another favorite of mine.
You get to witness all this amazing
Yes,
growth.
I love seeing the artists shine and like continue to grow and tapping in and seeing where they're at versus like from when they started out and everything. It's really dope. I'd be like, oh, look at y'all.
Every step matters. Like
It
I
really
think we
does.
need to pat ourselves back for every step we take on the ladder.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. So, as I mentioned before, our title of tonight's episode is Eargazmic Networking. So, our ask up question for the day is, in your opinion, what's a good trait of a genuine networking connection? So, we posted this on our social media platforms, and someone got back to us and said, I can't say this word,
Reciprocation.
Yeah. But with the Y at the end, yeah, reciprocal. Yeah, I can't. Y'all don't laugh at me on here.
I ain't gonna.
You know what I'm trying to say? Reciprocating, but the other way.
Yeah.
And I agree with that.
I agree.
It's about pouring into each other.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think another trait is selflessness.
Yes.
You know, really looking at how you can help a person. I feel like when we go into a connection, thinking of like, how can they help us? What can I get out of them? Think of how you can help them.
Yeah.
You know, even if it is a sale, how can your products, whatever you're trying to sell, how can that change their life?
Yeah.
You know, because it doesn't make it a bet. You know, you have to make your money, do what you got to do. But you can actually help them with that and thinking of it in that lens. So what about you? How would you answer that?
Being genuine. Because I feel like a lot of people, when they do networking, they feel like they have to put on a facade, or like they feel like they have to up themselves or be extra professional, which, yes, you have to have a level of professionalism. But I would say be genuine, because when somebody's just coming to you wanting something.
Yes.
And that's all they want. Like, oh, I just need you for this, and that's it.
And then they go away.
Yeah, and then they go away. I love when people do want something, but they're like, I love what you're doing. Let's continue to stay tapped in. And, checking in. You don't have to check in all the time, but I love checking in with people like, hey, how you doing? You doing good? Okay. Like, being genuine. You don't have to be fake when you do network.
I love that. You don't have to be fake.
You don't have to be fake. You don't have to like try to put on this facade. Just be yourself, because I love when people are being themselves, and that's something I had to learn too, because I'm very shy.
Oh,
so
really?
Yeah,
really? I wouldn't even have thought that, girl.
I'm very shy, so like I've had to learn over the years, like it's okay to be myself. Like people are gonna gravitate towards me, and the people that need to gravitate towards me will. And then like there's no need to like try to like hide or be scared or anything, because these are just normal people. They're regular people, no matter what title they have or how many followers they have or whatever. They're still human at the end of the day. So I feel like a lot of people appreciate you just coming to them as yourself.
That's real. And I want to say too, in networking, it doesn't even have to be like, I got this, I got that, I can get you this. Sometimes it's just, I want to be added to your support group. Like, let's just be each other's support group. I've added people before and we're like, okay, we just gonna like each other's posts or repost each other's stuff. That's the way we're gonna network and help each other out. Because sometimes what you have and what they have doesn't align, but you can still be that, and that's being genuine, as you said. I think, and you answered the question, what is a genuine connection? I think you went deep into that. And now let's talk about why it's important to be genuine when networking. I'm gonna be real. What goes around comes around. When you ain't being genuine, you gonna attract shady stuff right with you. Because if you fail, how could you align with anything that is worth? It's gonna fall apart. You're not even worthy of having a genuine connection.
Yeah.
When you're pouring out that love and giving that, you're gonna get that in return.
Exactly. And then it's like, I feel like you always can sense when a relationship is built off of like some shaky foundation. Like if something always goes haywire, or like that person, there's a disconnect there, or like there's a fallout or something. So it's like, if you go into business with a person like not being genuine, and then that you guys say you got a business deal, you guys are in this business deal, and then y'all end up not falling out. Now the business deal is off the table because you guys aren't talking, you guys aren't, dealing with each other or anything. So now you're missing out on money because you don't really know this person don't really know you. Y'all are just trying to build something off this facade or off clout.
Facade, I love it.
Yeah, so it's like, I really like to be genuine with people, because they go, like you said, what goes around comes around. It goes a long way. And sometimes I meet somebody and be like, like, I fuck with you. And then they might hit me up randomly, like, I fuck with you. When I met you, you were really cool. I got this, opportunity for you. You never know. Like, just be yourself, because you never know what somebody has in store for you. And you may meet somebody this month, and then maybe 6 months later they have this opportunity, and they're like, oh, I remember I met her, she was really dope. Let me shoot this opportunity to her.
That's so true. And I think in today's world, you know how we hype up social media, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes we'll think, oh, because a person got 50K followers, like that's the no wrong. They have an audience, right? But you don't know really if they're a good person to even network with. You got people with only like 100 followers, let's just say 50 followers. You don't know who they know really in real life. That's just a facade social media. And I think we put too much emphasis on, I don't want to get to know a person if they don't have this much clout.
Yeah.
Because I know people who make a lot of moves in private. Yeah, they be on social media, but they really got it going on in their real day-to-day life. You know what I mean? So we got to stop judging people based off. That's it, not being genuine either. If you're just judging on someone's social media,
numbers,
it's like dating. Like how many? I mean, this dating world today, people will meet and they'll just say, "Oh, let me see your social media profile."
Yeah.
And it's like you don't even get to know the person. You just looking at their page.
Social media.
That's what you want to show. You don't. That's not the real person. It's the same with networking. You don't know what that person has to offer or what you can offer to them.
Yeah.
So I think it's good you brought that up.
Yeah, and I don't like when people be like, "Oh, they don't have this amount of followers," because it's like people can buy followers nowadays. Yes. So it's like they're not even
and blue checks.
Exactly. So it's like that's not even a genuine thing to base off of. Like, oh, I don't want to deal with them because they only have this amount of followers. Like you said, like they may have 100 followers, but they might know this, that, and the third that might put you at another level. So it's like, don't judge anybody based off of social media. Because like you said, that's just what we want to show you. That's not the real deal. That's just like a little preview.
I love that. And then, so what's your favorite thing about networking?
My favorite thing about networking is meeting people. I love meeting people. And then it builds friendships at the end of the day. Like you never know what type of friendship comes out of that or what type of relationship comes out of that. It might get you, like I said, it might land you a job. It might land you an opportunity. It might land the other person a job or an opportunity. I just love the relationship building of it all. And then seeing them grow, like, okay, girl, I remember when we was at such and such, and now we over here at this, that, and the third, and I'm shooting you opportunities, and you shooting me opportunities. I just love the relationship building of it all. Like to see people that I've met 5 years ago at media events, and then we all like, hey, look at us, look at us moving up. So I love the relationship building of networking.
I love that. And I love finding like-minded people. Like it's cool. Like, you have your certain ways, but then you find people that actually match that or people you can learn from. I love the learning of it.
Yes.
Because you never know what you can learn. And then I want to say back to what you were saying about people judging on followers. Someone could be down now, but up tomorrow. So it's true. Like you said, you can meet someone and they might call you 5 years later with an opportunity. Like she was just genuine. I remember that. I want her on my team. I want her to speak at this event that's paid. It's paid big. All that stuff adds up. So let's talk about effective networking. We got networking, right? We talked about that. But effective networking is a different thing. It's like, what are you looking to get out of it? You have to really ask yourself, what is the point of it? What are you trying to do? Because it's cool to have friends. I'm not saying don't meet people just to genuinely meet friends and stuff. But like, if you're building a business or a brand, there is like things that go with little skills and stuff, that come with it. Like the importance of putting yourself out there, showing up to these events, going to these public spaces. A lot of people want to network just from the house. They're wrong. We have LinkedIn, we have all this stuff, but it's some bomb about being an old school and shaking somebody's hand.
Yes, and putting a face to a person. Because I have a lot of people come up to me and be like, oh, I follow you, I'm such and such. And I be like, I'm really bad with faces. And this is not like a diss, like, oh, I don't know who you are. But like, I'm really bad with faces. And then until I see him, like, oh, okay, like now I know who you are. Now that's ingrained in my memory. So like, now okay, that's Wooty Woo from boom, bam.
I love it.
But yeah, like being in people's faces really, and showing, like you said, showing up to events, because that lets people know, like, oh, okay, she supports me. She likes what I'm doing. And it really makes them feel good. Like when I show up to artist events, they're like, oh my God, Sally, you came. I love this. Da, 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 da. And it just really just established, like I said, it continues to establish a relationship between you and that person.
Yes, it goes deeper because it's something about that in person. Like we've always had each other on social. We had social media for a while, like speak up in our media platforms. Yeah. But it was something about that day when we met you in person. Yeah. It was just like an instant, like boop, like I already knew you were cool, but it's like it enhancing it when you really meet somebody, I want to say this too. I'm real big on this too. Like, I'll meet an artist or like anyone, and then I love going to their events after I meet them. Like, they'll post like they're throwing something. I just
Yes.
go. I'll go by myself too. I
Same.
love popping up at things alone. Like, I just walk in a place and I just meet other people. But I love showing that extra support. Like, it ain't just, oh, I met you that day. Like,
Yeah.
I want to see what you're about. I want to show that. You know what I mean? And it does naturally come back to you.
Yeah, and they love that. They love seeing you show up, especially artists that are still on the grind and coming
Oh my
up.
goodness, yes.
That means the world to them. Like, oh my God, like you showed up to my event because you don't have to show up.
No.
But the fact that she actually took the time, opportunity, and was like, boom, I'm gonna come out, show up, and show you love. They adore that, and that really a lot of artists still like be like, Tyler, I fuck with you because like you always show up, you always show out, whether you by yourself or whether you bring people. Like you said, I'll show up by myself all the time.
I love it. You just walk in.
Yeah, like, hey y'all. But yeah, the in person, and I know like social media has this within COVID has this like, wanting to be in the house more and just,
how to get out.
You gotta get outside. You gotta network. You gotta being in people's faces really like helps. Like, it was a lot of people like, oh yeah, I know you're Eargazmic, but I didn't know that, like, it was you.
You're
now,
like,
now you know who I am. So yeah, I get outside. Go outside.
I love that. And don't let fear hold you back from opportunities. A lot of it is physical. You say if you're scared to talk to somebody, you're scared to go alone by yourself. Don't let that hold. You never know who you're gonna shake hands with. And you are your brand. Like, your brand, I want to say, like, we separated, right? We're like, oh, that's my brand. This is me. Yeah, you're still yourself, but it's something about walking in that room repping your brand. So if you're like this person, you're not genuine, you're mean to people, you're cocky, standoffish, that's a reflection of your brand too. So I like, me and Jen talk about heavy topics on the show. I make sure I'm speak up in every room that I go in. Like, yeah, I'm Vernice, I'm still me, but like, I want to rep what I'm talking about on the show. I don't want to be in here, oh yeah, network, and then I'm acting weird in person when I meet people. I want to know, like, you hear this Vernice on this mic, but you're gonna meet this Vernice in person as well at that event.
Exactly. And people remember, like, whether you left a sour taste in their mouth, like that.
I don't lie.
That's gonna stay with them. Like, oh yeah, I met her at Whoop the Whoop, and she was just, like, she was staying. I don't know.
Mad.
I don't know if I really want to mess with her. So yeah, like you said, be genuine, and they know when you're being fake.
Yeah. And people you don't expect people to like invite you to these events and stuff, and you showed your ass at another event.
Yeah. Don't be professional, and that doesn't mean you have to show up in a suit and tie, but just like you said, know that you're representing yourself and your brand, your company. Like, you just have to uphold yourself to a certain standard, and that doesn't mean you have to be stiff as a board.
No, or boring. You just be cool. Like, I love to do my, hey, I have a podcast, shake their hand, smile. You just, I don't know. Be you. Like,
be you. Like, you don't have to be like, when I met you guys are super sweet, and I was like, oh, they're so nice. Like, they're so sweet, and I love the questions you guys asked, and the energy was just really cool. And like you said, fear. I have to talk myself, and like when I go to like events for like major artists and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Like, but then like I talk to myself, and it's like, well, what do you have to lose? Yeah. Like, what do you have to lose? Like, what is this person gonna tell you? The only thing they can tell you is no, or get the fuck out of my face. Like, and 9 times out of 10, they're not gonna say that. They're not gonna say that. They, like I said, they love for you to come up and be like, oh, okay, you support me. Oh wow, they love that. So it makes me feel better. But I have to talk to myself before I go to the event. Like, okay, get them jitters out the way. You got this. Like, you good, you Tyler, you Eargazmic Media.
There we go.
You a bad bitch.
Yeah, pump yourself up with the nails.
Yes, you a bad bitch. Right. You fire. You go in there, you do what you do. You got this. But yeah, don't let fear, because I know when I first started out, a lot of negative self-talk and fear talking me out of a lot of events and going to a lot of different things. And it took a while for me. It's a daily exercise, actually.
It is. Every day. A fight, man.
Of talking fear out of my mind and like talking negative self-talk out of my head.
Yes. And our self-talk, we talk about self-talk a lot. Our self-talk is very important. Shout out to Ken, aka Mr. Gentleman. He's like our homie on Twitter. What's up? Sent the flames. How you doing? Welcome to Speak Up. So quick question before we go on commercial break. What keeps you motivated on your journey?
What keeps me motivated is the fact that I know people doubted me.
And, hey.
And I want to prove motherfuckers wrong.
Hey, sometimes it be like that.
So that keeps me motivated. And I'm a college dropout, so I feel like it's a lot of people like, oh, she got to drop out. Like, she could just, and I want to prove people wrong. I don't want to be just known as Tyler who dropped out of college. Like, no, she dropped out of college. She started her own business. She built this from the mud on up. So that keeps me motivated, and like just seeing my progress over the years keeps me motivated as well.
Well, you doing it.
Thank you, girl.
You doing it. Like we let all these titles define us. Oh, I got a degree. I got this. Like I have a degree, but I don't wear that. Like, oh, I'm like I don't know. It's society stuff. And are you solid on the inside? That's what matters.
Yes, and it doesn't knock anybody.
None of that matters. Do or don't matter.
Yes, I come from a long line of. Like my family all is like college educated, so when I dropped out, it was like,
oh, so you had to deal with
I had to deal with that. So it's like every day I have to tell myself like you are doing little Tyler is so proud of you because little Tyler would not have thought
you breaking the grain your own way.
Exactly.
Our own direction is the best direction actually.
Girl, I would never thought I would be in media in front of the camera doing none of the stuff that I'm doing. So I'm very proud of myself, and that just keeps me motivated. Like,
and it shines within, like for real.
Thank you.
It ain't fake, like we were saying on our show. And y'all always talk for a second of the difference between having a lot of followers on social media and actually having a network community. That is big. I don't care if you got 30K. If they not supporting you, is that a network? Like there's this thing, turn your net worth into your net worth.
Yes.
Sorry, turn your network into your net worth.
Yes.
That's huge.
Yeah.
We it's like being popular. What does popularity really mean? You can be popular all day, but when people are really going through stuff, who got their back?
Yeah, exactly.
That's why they be, the most popular people be having like two really close friends, but popularity is the same thing with
they get out of high school and just fizzle out or something. Yeah, having that network, having that support system. I don't care if I have 10,000 followers. I know I have a support system, no matter whether those followers are there or not. That support system really keeps me going and builds me up.
I know, and that's what it's about, knowing that you have people you can call on. But y'all, we're about to take a quick 3-minute break. So please grab your water and get ready for our water segment. When we come back, we'll be back with more with Tyler talking about networking. Hey.
I like my water in the front.
Water and get ready for our water segment. When we come back, we'll be back with more with Tyler talking about networking. Hey.
Hey, Shariq LeMay.
Hey, what up, J Pinkay?
You already know what it is. You pulling up with me on Thursdays?
Oh, you already know Thursdays is lit.
What we doing?
We live on Limelight Live on TGN Talk.
You already know 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 10 p.m. Eastern for our East Coast folks. And hey, Calvin, why don't you join us sometimes?
Oh, gee, if you think I'm ready.
All right, Calvin.
What a clown.
We'll see you then.
What's up, friends? It's Iron Friends. We're here at the Podcast Pit LA. It was so fun. We came to rep the IE. I think we did a pretty good job. So shout out to the Podcast Pit for having us. Shout out to TGN. You guys should definitely check them out. You should check me out, Saul V. Gomez.
Y'all can find me at I Know Caesar on IG. You can find me at airbear_IE on IG.
And you guys can find the podcast at Iron Friends on every social media network, except for OnlyFans. That's coming soon. So stay tuned. So follow us and follow TGN Podcast Pit. Have a good day, guys.
Are you looking for the best barbershop experience? Then the Locker Room Barbershop is the place for you. Check them out at their new location, located at 16900 Lakewood Boulevard, Unit 204 in Bellflower, California. If you would like to book an appointment, you can check them out at thelockerroom05.com or on Instagram at The Locker Room Barbershop LLC. Feel free to call the number 562-202-9602. Again, that phone number is 562-202-9602. Can't wait to see you at the Locker Room Barbershop.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl, Mysterious Jax from Ladies Night Radio Show. That's right, the entertaining, fun show with cheeseman, hot topics, and just all girl talk. This show is for the ladies, so make sure you catch it every Friday at 7:30 with me and my ladies, only on TGN Latinx.
It's back, Jax. Have you heard? It's back.
Michael, what are you talking about? What's back?
The Podcast Pit. It is returning Monday, May 23rd. Brand new venue.
Oh my God, the Podcast Pit is back. Exciting. Where's it at?
It's going to be at Jax's Daily at 7:30 p.m.
I know where that's at. That's at 11168 Washington Boulevard in Culver City.
So, Jax, will I see you there?
Oh, you know it, baby.
Hey, my name is Jasmine Sweets, and I'm so excited to be bringing you The Sweet Spot on TGN Vibes, Good Vibes, and R&B. Playing the old school, new school, and in between. I'm coming to you this summer. Stay tuned.
Hey there, business owners. Don't miss our limited time offer. Advertise on the Good News Radio as low as $2 per commercial slot. That's right. Promote your business up to 4 times a day, every day for a month on live radio. If you're interested, email us at contact@tgnradio.net. Once again, that's contact@tgnradio.net. Hey.
All right, y'all. We are back with Tyler, creator of Eargazmic Media. Woo woo, hey girl.
Hey y'all.
Yes, we were talking about networking. Tonight's episode's titled, for y'all just tuning in, it's titled Eargazmic Networking. So we saw some good topics, being genuine with networking.
I love this conversation. It's really dope.
I think like I was funny when I was thinking of what to talk about tonight with you. I was like, we both are great at networking, so it's a good episode.
It's a good topic.
That's my thing. I love it. I love getting out talking to people, be shaking hands, doing all that.
Me too.
So with networking, right? You need hold on. Shout out to Active LA in the comments. He said I'm with her. Okay, hey.
Hey, Active LA.
Hey, what's up? Nice. It was nice meeting you at the podcast period. So networking, you have to have a certain type of confidence. You do. You know, you said to walk up to someone, shake their hand, and be able to be confident about your brand and your business. So what are some methods that help you build your confidence over the years?
Methods, I go to therapy.
Hey, oh yes.
So I go to therapy for one. Also talking to myself in the mirror before I go to an event, or like before I go network or before I shoot a show, I talk to myself in the mirror and have affirmations. I also listen to music. Like right now, Beyonce, "I'm That Girl" has helped hype me up.
Ooh, love it.
That has helped hype me up. But I'm really doing the therapy, affirmations, journaling as well. Helps a lot. Journaling I've been journaling since a kid, but I think as I've gotten older, it's really like been like a staple in growing my confidence and like, working through certain things. But that, and then just like hyping yourself up, like big up yourself, like for real. When you are looking in the mirror before you go somewhere, like, I don't know, I get nervous. So I just like play some music and I tell myself, like, Tyler, you are amazing. Like, you know how Viola Davis in that one would be like, you are kind, you are smart. Similar to that. But like, I'm like, you're amazing. You run a business. You have run a business for like 5 years now. You didn't know what you was doing. You still learning along the way, but you are really like, you've grown so much. So like just really speaking positivity into myself really has helped build my confidence over the last few years. Yeah,
that voice in your head matters the most. Like I said, me and Jen talk about self-talk damn near every episode.
Yeah.
And it goes with networking. You just hear, so like, especially if you're going into someone where it's a huge opportunity. It's like, how do I do this? But it's that confidence that you have to do,
Yeah.
So I love that. So now this is a subtopic that we'll be talking about tonight. So let's talk about the obstacles of being women of color in media. It's huge. Yeah, we're just gonna talk about this. Let's be real. The media is male dominated. Not many of people of color at that. But then when you both a woman and a person of color, I took a feminist class, and it talked about intersectionality. So it talked about how it's one thing. Okay, your gender is one thing, your race, your sexuality, all these things your economic status. All these things play a part in how you're seen in society. So being a woman of color in the media, that's a whole nother dynamic that a white man probably wouldn't have to deal with. Certain struggles like that comes with it. So, it's huge. And I want to say this. It's beautiful to see more women-led media platforms.
Yes. I feel like our generation is, like, it's the women in our generation, especially right now in LA, we have a lot of, like, women media-based companies, and I feel like we're doing the damn thing. Okay, I really love to see it. I feel like a lot of us are just kind of tired of doing the same thing, like reaching out to major platforms or like trying to be a part of those platforms where we're like, we're gonna make our own.
We're gonna come together. I've been seeing a lot of women brunches, women events. I love how strong it is. Women talks, like together. It's needed. I don't know, because especially with sports, it's beautiful to see women in sports now. Because we have a sports now, we have women led shows.
Yes.
And I think that's amazing.
I think it's dope to see. I think it's dope that women are now making their voices known and heard. And like, I'm here. This is male dominated. Oh, I'm in this. I'm here. And I don't care if it's male dominated. I'm gonna make my waves in, you know, this industry. It's kind of tough sometimes because it's like, dang, I'm around all guys, but at the same time, I kind of like it.
I like on that pressure. Like,
yeah,
damn.
like, yeah, I'm the only woman in the room, and I'm small, so it's like, oh, they look at me like,
holding your weight,
oh, like, oh, you're no.
I'm here to handle
I'm here
my
for business. I need to be professional, none of that all, but also like just keeping those boundaries.
Yes.
Especially as a woman, because I feel like a lot of it can get sticky sometimes.
You hear stories.
Sometimes men get a little unprofessional. You know,
witness that.
You know, being a woman, and you know, just doing you could be dressed up to the T, and you know, dude be like, oh, I see you, and it's like, no.
Yeah, like I've even, you know, me and Jim been, you know, events, and we're being ourselves, not being professional, but then it's like a man want to start flirting, and you start trying to tell them like, oh, you know, it's professional, but they still, it's like, oh, that attraction is still there. Like, oh, it's a woman I'm trying to get at. And it's like, no, like, you know, I think that is something women have to deal with.
Yes, and at first,
I mean, there's women that go after men too, but you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. At first, I used to get upset, like, oh, I'm so tired of this, but honestly, I kind of like learned to ignore it, not ignore it, but kind of use it to my advantage. Like, okay, I see what you're on.
Yeah, like I know not to.
So I know, like, you're kind of unprofessional.
You know who you can be, who you can have a business opportunity with, and who you can't.
Yeah.
And I think we need to stop ignoring the red flags. Like if someone already shows you they're not professional or they're not someone you can do business with, especially if money is involved, you don't have to work with that person.
You don't need to. You don't need to be around me. I'm sorry. And it's not like it's like a fuck you or anything. It's, you know,
we good.
Well wishes.
Well, I'm gonna start saying that. Well wishes, y'all.
Well wishes. I just don't need that energy around me. And you know, sometimes it's hard because some men do get a little salty when you trying to establish that professional boundary. Like, you know, no, I'm professional, and you know, they kind of get a little like, like, oh, excuse me.
And you hold your boundary. Ladies out there, media, still hold that boundary.
Yeah, still hold it. And don't matter if they try to take away opportunity or whatever because they feel some type of way because you didn't give them no play. Oh, well.
The right opportunity is going to come at you.
Thank you.
I feel like the right opportunity is not going to have you doing anything crazy.
Exactly.
Shout out to Active LA in the comments. He said, much respect to you, ladies. Stay strong and keep it going. Thank you. And he also said, cheers to Ken, aka Mr. Gentleman. I love that. Y'all networking. This is what we talking about. So question, has there been a time when you felt silence being in media as a woman of color? And before you answer, I'm gonna say there's been times me and Jim been over talked a lot as women. But have you experienced anything?
I've definitely been over talked. I feel like I've been silenced before.
Ooh.
Like I said, I'm small, my voice is kind of like, you know, and it's sometimes I silence myself. Like, I'd be like, dang, they don't want to hear what I got to say. And it's like, no, that I'm going to say what I need to say, and learning that I don't need to like get smaller because I feel small. I feel like they don't want to hear what I have to say. No, I'm gonna have to say what I need to say. I have to get that off my chest. And I have felt silence before. I definitely have. But I know there's guys in the media world in my support group that support me. So that helps me a lot. Like, I know I have people that I can go to that are of male whatever. And they you know, I feel like, you know, they're weird. Don't deal with that.
You just keep it pushing.
Even like recently when I talked about LA radio, and it was no diss to anybody, but I was asked, like, you know, does LA radio show for Black women? And personally, I can't name a Black woman in the LA hip hop. I can name Tammy Mack, she on KLH, but I can't name like a Black woman, or I can name a Black woman that's been like, you know, a face of LA radio,
like a huge,
you know. And that is not a diss to any other woman in LA radio. I love my Latinas that are doing their thing on LA radio. There could be spaces for Black women in the radio. And I feel like some people took that the wrong way. And it's like, that's not a diss to anybody. I just like to see a little, you know, more. And I personally, and I'm not saying that for myself, I don't really care for LA radio like that. I feel like radio is like kind of obsolete, and I have my own platform. I carved my own lane. So it's like, I'm not saying that to disrespect anybody. I'm just saying that for the young girls who do want to be on radio or who
You're
do,
saying more people should strive.
yeah,
for it.
you know, who do want to possibly be on 92.3 or Power 106.
Any radio station.
Yeah, any radio station. So, you know, it's kind of hard being a woman sometimes because you feel like you have to watch what you say or move a certain way. But I'm learning that fuck that.
Yeah, it's like everything's micro watch, and it's crazy because like you see those podcasts like on the internet, and a lot of them are disrespectful to women. Like I've seen shows they're like calling women b words on in their face on the mic,
saying like you a gold digger,
or when a woman is known for being like a powerful speaker. Like I've seen one where you can tell the woman can hold her own.
Mm-hmm.
They're like looking to like break her down on the mic, find that weak spot, and it's like why are women attacked even on those platforms?
And then when she starts going up, and it's like, oh, she crazy.
She never said that. Then she got an attitude. Yeah. And it's like, where's that coming from? If like she's being threatened and she's speaking up.
Yeah.
You know.
I love that you said that because I feel like I've had to like kind of police myself as a woman in certain environments. Like, like let me just be quiet because I'm not even about to go down that road. Or I don't want to go down that road. And that sucks because I feel like men don't have to worry about that. No. They can say whatever. And
literally.
And there is no like backlash or like, micromanagement, as you said, or repercussions or you need to watch what you say type of thing. So, as a woman, it's still like a little battle there, nowadays. But I feel like we still are striving to better.
I love the progress.
Yeah, I would say I love the progress. I still feel like we're striving to more positive ways to be women in these male-dominated industries.
And it's definitely happening. And remember, y'all, to be comfortable networking, you have to find your voice. So that's important. Like, don't be afraid to stand up for yourself. Say what's on your mind. Mean what you say. Be yourself. And, it's important to know who you can and cannot connect with. But you have to know who you are to know what fits you. So that's why that self-love and inner peace is required. Because if you don't know what you're looking for, who you are, how are you going to know who you click with?
Yes. And ladies, I know these men in the industry be fine and but don't fall for that and don't let them flirt into like
your morals come down.
Yeah, your morals come down or feel like you have to flirt with them for an opportunity. No.
I feel that.
Because I've had guys try to make it seem like, oh, yeah, you got to pay with me. No.
And that's big. And a real quick shout out to our other sponsor, AM Luxury Love Cosmetics, our newest sponsor. It's a luxury organic skincare line. They believe that knowledge is power. So they want to advocate on an inclusive, healthy lifestyle. Shop now for some amazing products. The IG is at AM Luxury LUV Cosmetics. Tap in, y'all. So it's time for our tweet up segment. Y'all know I love to be on Twitter. So my tweet that I tweeted this week that goes with our topic is genuine networking creates a genuine network. Simple as that. Be genuine and you're going to bring genuine to you.
Yes.
You can't grow your brand without taking the time out to network. So I'm sorry. If you're listening right now, you want to start a podcast, you want to start a clothing line, a barbershop, whatever, please be ready to network. Yes. They just gonna see a sign and come. You're gonna have to really get out there and do that.
You're gonna have to tell people about your business. You're gonna have to get supporters, get funding and all that. So you're gonna have to put yourself out there. You're gonna have to bet on yourself for real.
It's a full process. And when networking, the word collab has to run through your head, not competition. Like they say, all the bread products out there. They all stand, they do their thing.
Yeah.
If you sitting there worrying about, dang, there's a lot of rap, there's a lot of this many type of shows out there. There's a lot of self-love shows out there.
Yeah.
Best Friend ran too. Me and Jen, okay, we are unique in ourselves. A lot of music.
Yeah, I would say, I feel like a lot of lanes are oversaturated, but you just have to find a way to make yourself stand out and be unique. And 9 times out of 10, it's just being you at the end of the day.
Oh,
that's the crazy part.
That was the line of the day.
A lot of people feel like, to stand out, they have to do crazy stuff or clout stuff or wild shit to, be famous or to get the support that they need. But no, really, the formula is to just be you, and it's gonna come to you.
I hope y'all taking notes. Active LA said, not sure if you guys are taking questions today. Yes, we are. Feel free to ask. And Ken, aka Mr. Gentleman, said facts agree. So who would you like to collab with in the future? Name one artist. Like Manifest it right now.
Oh, I really want to work with Kanye West. That's my
If
favorite.
someone else,
rapper.
our last 2 guests ago said that too.
I love
Hey.
Kanye. I love him so much. Despite
Yeah, no, we love Kanye. We do.
I really do love him though. I would love to like sit down and have an in-depth interview with him, like to really like pick his brain and like just really talk about his music over the years and everything. Like, I would love to do like a sit down, like a little 30 for 30 with Kanye.
I can see you working it too. I love it. So it is time for our Life Up segments. Our Life Up segments, we take the current topic and we're ready to the real world. So our Life Up for tonight is people not being genuine, making connections, how everything is about what a person can get out of another person, and the fear of going out and actually talking to people the old school way. Please. Oh, and the rise of competition. People not wanting to help each other out. I think social media has a big thing on that because it's about, I got more followers, I got this, and we actually trying to get more followers on social media than each other, than doing actually making more, actually expanding the brand.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
Yeah, the competition. I do think social media plays a big part in that. Waking up, looking at your phone and seeing people post, because I feel like a lot of people post their highlight reels because it's social media. Like you don't really post like the negative side or the L's that you take sometimes. So you're looking at like, oh, such and such just got this. Damn, I need to do this, that, and the third. But you don't know what road they had to take to get there. So you don't know what trials and tribulations they had to take to get there. And so don't get discouraged by that because, all of our destinations aren't going to be the same.
Yep.
We're not going to take the same route. It's going to be some trials and, ooh, baby, it's going to be some trials and tribulations.
Get ready, especially for that elevation.
It's going to be a lot of trials and tribulations. You're going to get tested. You're going to feel like you're not doing enough. You're going to feel like, oh, this person is doing more than me. But you have to look at, what helps me with that is looking at the progress that I've made over the past couple of years and be like, okay, this is where I need to be. And this is my journey. This is what I've done over the years. And wow, this is beautiful. And then also just being like, you know what? That's good for them.
Yep.
That is wonderful for them.
You clap for people like when they're in their season. We all got a season, ups and downs, but you be happy even when you're not in your best season. I still be happy.
Yes.
For others, that's big because it's easy to be happy when you're happy. You're in your season too.
Yes.
But how do you act when you're not in your season? That shows if you're genuine or not.
Yes.
So we got to stop being happy for others just because we're happy in our situation at the moment.
Yes.
Be genuine. Be happy, people, even when it's not going the best for you. Your time will come.
Mm-hmm.
But you actually add in longer time to it by hating on
people. And I've over this past couple of years, I've shown up for people when I felt like I did not even want to wake up that morning.
But you were like, I'm gonna
just show up for them, and it's made them feel like like dang, that's dope because they know what I'm going through. So
still with your hand out.
That adds to being a genuine networker because it's like, dang, I know what she's going through. She's still showing up for me, and they take that and they remember that, and then they bless you when it's your time.
I love that. Great answer. That's really how we fix it. But y'all know what time it is. It is time for our water segment. So if you're listening right now, please drink some water. I'm going to have a water fact for tonight. Let me get my water popper. Gotta get hydrated. Usually Jim would do this. Love you, bestie. I'm going to hold it down for you tonight. So the water fact for tonight is, since you deal with music, water should be a singer's drink of choice because it lubricates your vocal folds, allowing them to vibrate fully. Staying hydrated doesn't just help your vocal cords, it brings moisture to your mouth and throat too. This improves your articulation and clarity when you sing. So y'all singers out there, everybody, please drink some water and keep your throat moist and everything.
Yes, singers, rappers, all that, because I've seen rappers during live shows.
Raspy and
talking about somebody needs some water doing the show.
Please drink some water. They should have already been hydrated before they went on stage.
Stop smoking blunts before you get on stage.
Sounded like a water. That was our water fact for tonight. Now back to our episode. Active LA has a question for us. So in the past, have you guys ever had a guest that maybe switched their attitude and try to disrespect or belittle you on your own show? Honestly, no.
No.
You know what? If this they switched up, then I was gonna say like I take the time vetting a lot who we even have on our show because I be thinking about that. Like, dang, what if someone did that? But it hasn't happened to me personally. But I try to be very cautious about it.
I haven't had someone disrespect or belittle me, but I had somebody stand me up because they felt like I didn't have enough clout, I guess, for them to be on my show.
Why did they? Oh, yeah, we're not gonna go there. Yeah, it happens. You know, we all been through some stuff. Feel free if y'all have any experiences, please put them in the comments. So, quick question because I'm running out of time soon. What advice would you give to a person who wants to touch up on their networking skills?
I would say practice. Like before you go to an event, if you want to pitch, like if you are going to an event to pitch something to somebody, I would say practice that pitch. Maybe call somebody that you trust and like tell them, like, you know, give you some pointers, like pitch it to them and then tell them to give you some feedback. And then, like I said earlier, be yourself. No matter what, be yourself. Do not go in there trying to fake the funk or trying to be something that you're not, because they will sense it eventually. So just be yourself, because you don't know, that person might be like, dang, I love this personality. I love this energy. I love this attitude that you have. I really don't care what you're going through. I fucked with you. Like,
Yeah,
you
when
know?
it's genuine, they can feel that.
Yeah, they'll feel it. So, like I said, practice it if you're pitching something to somebody, and just be yourself.
And I want to say this too. Those people who have a lot of clout, like who are real successful, think about it, they see fake, phony people all the time. So they know when you coming at them like that. I think they appreciate a genuine person when it does come at them.
Yeah, exactly.
So me and Jen like to ask people like a random question. So yours for tonight is, what's a rap song that you can rap all the lyrics to flawlessly? It's a fun question.
It's probably a Kanye West song.
Which one?
It's between, I would say Monster, but I look.
That's my shit. I do Nicki Minaj's part like a.
I
pull
do.
up in a-
I low key mess up. I mess up Jay-Z's part because his kind of.
His part kind of go for. I get the Nicki.
But it would be Flashing Lights.
That's a good one.
Flashing Lights. Or let's see. Any Kanye West song, honestly.
I love it. I love that monster though. So it's time for our quote up segment. Y'all know my best friend is a quotey, and the quote for tonight is, you can have everything in life you want if you will just help enough other people get what they want. This quote was said by Zig Ziglar. Facts. That's what networking is, pouring to each other. Because sometimes you're not even probably gonna get nothing out of it. Sometimes it's just helping somebody, and that's the beauty of networking. But it's true, when billionaires, they help other people get rich. That's why they still rich, because they're building other people's dreams. And I think it's beautiful when you make an impact and still be popping at the same time.
Yeah,
that's the ultimate flex to me.
That really is the ultimate flex.
When you can help put other people's on too, that's a real boss, they say.
Yes. I actually did that this week. I helped somebody scout a location for the music video, and my dad was like, "You getting paid for it?" And I'm like, "No, I just know that eventually they're gonna pay me back, or I'm gonna get a favor out of it because I helped them with this favor." So, no, sometimes you don't get paid for pouring into somebody's cup, but it will pay off.
That's what makes it genuine, though. When it like you're doing it because on top of your heart.
Yeah.
And there's times we needed help and we couldn't pay them, but they helped us, right? So you're just giving that right back.
Exactly.
I love that. Where do you see Eargazmic in 5 years?
I want Eargazmic to be like the new Wendy Williams show without like the messiness and all that. But like she's retired, so they need a new talk show host.
Yeah, right. We future.
Yes. I have purple couches. Our theme is purple, so it'd be a perfect replacement. But I'll definitely see us like on a major network as a talk show. I would love to be a talk show host and just making it bigger and branching outside of LA and interviewing more up and coming entrepreneurs, artists. Like I really want people to be like, if you wasn't on Eargazmic Media back in the day, like you wasn't popping. So that's really what I'm trying to build it towards. And possibly like having other shows under our belts too. Like I want to expand the brand as well. So
I love that. Y'all look out, man. Look, people gonna be saying it's gonna be a no name. So it's time for our wrap up segment. Honestly, how does this relate to self-love? Self-love is loving yourself enough to go out to network, build the confidence to build what you want, to build your empire, and helping others in the process. That is giving back is, networking, remember, it's selfless. It's selfless. Yeah. How do you practice self-love?
How do I practice self-love? I give myself breaks sometimes. Sometimes I have to like have a moment to myself. Like today was my little self-love day. I ate the foods that I like to eat, took myself to the beach, read a book. So I just try to be genuine to myself, love myself, do things that I like. Our little Tyler would like to do.
And that's what you do. Active LA said, poor Wendy Williams. I'm done. And last question, real quick. We like to ask all our guests, what do you want to be remembered for?
I would love to be remembered for helping people share their journeys.
Love it. Beautiful answer. Remember, y'all, networking is essential to growing any brand, any business. So please, if you're trying to build something, please do not be afraid to network. Take some classes, read some books, talk to people who are good at networking. Listen to this episode. Be yourself. I think, do that self-love and inner peace. Do the mechanisms to get to know yourself so you're more comfortable in your skin when you are out in these public spaces. You can just be yourself. You don't feel like you have to be another person to get your point across. And also, too, don't be afraid to meet new people. There are still genuine people out there. I know there's a lot of effed up things happening. Users, scammers, this and that. But there are still some gems out there. Like me and her, man. I'm like, look, we're going to be right with you. We're Eargazmic. Speak up and be right there next. We're going to be in the paparazzi together popping.
I would love to see that. I'd love to see all the media girls like out here.
Throwing big events because, this is how it starts. All these people started somewhere.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So I love that. So real quick, before we wrap up, can you please shout out your information? Where can people find you?
Yes, you can find me at Tyler Kimani. That's TYLERKHIMANI. And at Eargazmic Media. That's at EARGAZMIC Media.
Y'all please tap in, man. And y'all go see her at events and stuff. Pop in. Oh yeah, I see your thing says no DMs. So yeah, follow her directions too.
you can DM me though.
Oh, Active LA. Oh yeah, she just shouted her information out. Active LA. So.
So if you go to YouTube, type in Eargazmic EARGAZMIC Media, you will find this.
Yeah, so we love it. So we appreciate y'all tapping into our 71st episode live on the Good News Radio. You can check us out on Twitter at SpeakUpJV, Instagram at SpeakUpJV. My personal is at Vernisa V. That's V as in Victor ERNISA. Shout out to our amazing sponsor. Shout out to My Bar. The Instagram is at MYY.BAR. Get your hair, your nails, your lashes done. Ask for mine. Tell them SpeakUpJV sent you. Also, shout out to Be Actual Natural. The Instagram is at Be Actual Natural. She also just released a book. Please tap in on that great book. It's called Swipe Right already. And also our newest sponsor, AM Luxury Love Cosmetics. The Instagram is at AM Luxury Love Cosmetics, and love is spelled LUV. Thank you, Tyler, for tapping in with us. We'll be back next Thursday, 8:30. Y'all. Love y'all. Bye.
Toodles.